Good evening and welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Ent in Canada around the world. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm a fellow of Real Estate of Canada, broker of record for City Pro Realty Inc. brokerage. We picked up the topic, it is a good time to invest in real estate. As you have seen or view reports about sale that took place in April 2025, I am just going through Toronto Regional Real Estate Board market data, and I want to share with you what's going on, and then you will talk about the issue, is it a good time to invest or not. According to Market Watch, in sales in 25 compared to 24 for the month of April was minus 23.3%. In 24, we have a 7,302 transaction. In 25, we have 5,601 transaction through Toronto Regional Real Estate Board MLS data. New listing has increased 8.1%, 17,418 in 24 to 18,836. And active listing have increased 54%. That means more properties are available for sale as compared to April 2024 to April 2025. And according to this report, our average price, including all houses, was minus 4.1% of April price of 2024 to 2025. It came down from 1,155,219 to April 25, 1,107,463. So average price based on April last year to this year have come down minus 4.1%. List day on the market has increased by 31.6%. That means taking longer to list, or property on the market day 22.2% before it is sold. So that is creating a trend. It appears to be a buyer market. Plus, we have a trade war going on between our neighbor. Our prime minister went to see president there. And so we can see that challenges are there. And there was a statement from the Bank of Canada also, and I'm predicting it's going to impact the economy. So your interest rate will definitely go down. And how much? At least 0.75 to 1% will go down towards the end of this year or early first quarter of 2026. That gives you a position where you expect the interest rate to go down, because Bank of Canada definitely will going to increase, reduce the interest rate in June. That's my prediction, at least 0.25%, if not 0.5%. Because they can see that impact going to have on the owners, or the business people, all the commercial, residential, everyone. And if income or revenue for the federal government is going to go down, obviously it's going to create an environment where the bank has to support them to do business, and I'm very sure the interest rate will come down. Now, there are a couple of issues before we talk about this dynamic of supply and demand. So you can see that if we have a high demand and low supply, price goes up. And if supply is less and demand is high, then price goes up. And if supply is more and demand is less, price goes down. Or if they are both supply and demand kind of balanced, then gradual increase of crisis will happen. Now, as you can see, based on this report, we have more active listing in April. Now, we'll see what happens in May. But right now, you can see that 54% active listing as compared to April 24, 25. So that means that more sellers are putting their property for sale. And this also creates an opportunity for someone to upgrade if they have their financial in order, they got the mortgage, everything approved, and they're financially sound. Some people will upgrade, some people will downsize. Affordability is a big issue. But if this trend continues now, I hope that Bank of Canada is listening, and based on market conditions, what's going on, global is local now. Everything goes outside. Economically, is impact us locally. So therefore, we will expect some increased reduction. It may ease a little bit burden on the homeowners who are currently putting the property on the market, unless they lost the job or they can't afford it, or their basement is not finished, they don't have other income to support it. They may not have a choice but to sell the property. But those people who already have financial in order, and if you have fix your basement legally and rent it, generate income, or you install additional dwelling unit, or we call them garden suite, in your backyard to generate income and keep your family here, your kids, generational income to stay there, and you may be able to stay, and hopefully the interest rate goes down another 0.7%, 0.75% to 1% in next year, within a year or so. It may be wise to try to do something. And you know that I'm a founder of and president of Texas Construction, is ICRA licensed builder, and we provide 10-year warranty. And if you have any question about building a legal basement apartment, creating an addition to your house, or converting your garage to a basement, legal basement, or legal dwelling unit, or having a garden suite, you can call my office 905-569-9939, and we'll be more than happy to help you to build and provide you 7-year warranty for that. So this is very important for you to know that you don't have to move if you are able to manage your finances. Critical thing is you have to have an income. Income, you need to make sure that you create a financial budget. And when you have the budget, definitely you are able to maintain and enjoy the good living. And this, especially these additional unit, or we call garden suites, they are good. If you have a young children, they want to move separately, you build them a garden suite in the backyard and they pay for it. It will cost you, depending on the size and condition, cost you $1,000 to $1,500 a month. But renting a 2-bedroom, even a garden suite, will cost you almost $2,000, $3,000 or more rental. So why don't you move kids to live within your house, and you get to see the grandchildren, and they enjoy privacy. This is very important. And then you have to make sure that you are doing it. Now, if this situation, what's happening in the marketplace, you can see the supply is more, demand is less. Therefore, there's a reason, economic reason for you to think about investing in real estate, because you are in a position to buy it. Provided that you have saved money, you have built on the equity. And lots of people, investors, they buy property from equity. Take the draw equity from the existing home and put it into a new transactions. Whether you're building a decent dwelling unit, I'm a principal broker of Canada Express Mortgage Inc. license number 13241. And we have a team of professionals. We can arrange financing. And if you have a 20% down for the additional dwelling unit or garden suite, We have lenders, they are willing to give you 75% financing for your second dwelling unit or the garden suite. So you can let to us or even the basement. As long as you have that money, we can help you. There is a different number for that with 905-785-9926, and you can ask for me and I can refer you to our team to help you. So that means you have important thing to remember is that you have a, a good reason to invest in real estate. So now, and as you can see from there, that you have to prepare yourself. When you are buying a property, are you buying for investment or for buying for your personal use? You have to think about that. If it's investment, you have to look at the income it would generate. For example, now in Mississauga, for example, they are all houses are now designated multi-residential unit. That means you have a regular home, you can rent your basement, you can you can attach a second additional unit, or you can have a detached garden suite or additional dwelling unit, and you can generate income. So you look at the total income that you have in order for you to justify whether you're going to have an overrun or short run. This is very, very important for you to know. And this is why it's very, very important to find out that you are able to manage that. And this is why it's important to know what the income is generating the property before you're buying it. Plus, you have a cash flow. You want to make sure you have a cash flow when you are buying a property. You don't just want to buy it for the sake of buying it. And if you are an investor, you want to buy a property for the investment. Remember, if you leave the property vacant, there will be vacant tax on you. And this is important to think about. And also, investor has to be local. If you are a local person who wants to buy a property, you can buy it. There is restriction for non-residents, and even the Canadian who are living out of the country, if they buy property, there will be a non-speculation tax, non-resident speculation tax by Ontario, 25%. And you have to watch that. And you need to be in Canada 183 days if you're a Canadian citizen or PR holder. You must be in Canada for 183 days to qualify. If you have declared yourself a non-resident, that's a different story, and you can be in trouble for that, because they will not be able to let you do this. And this is important that you remember. Now, if the income is good, your cash flow is good, you are able to get the property. Now, you also look at, when you are buying these property, you look at the condition of the property. Is this a good condition, good location? There is a look at the trend of the property to make sure that this property that you're planning to buy is a good potential, because you look at the report, you work with the real estate. As you know that at TRESA, Trust in Real Estate Service Act now, they require you, either you engage with the real estate brokerage, and also you can designate a person to help you, and you sign up as a brokerage representation, or you are a self-represented party. We are now obligated. We can't give you opinion, cannot give you any guidance, and it cannot provide you a service unless you sign our engagement letter agreement, which could be a seller representation agreement, or seller designated representation agreement, or listing agreement, or buyer representation agreement, or designated buyer representation agreement. Without that, we cannot give you. So now, with this sensitivity where price is going up and down and challenges are there, whether should I buy or not to buy, you need opinion. And we are licensed. I'm a fellow of Real Estate Institute of Canada, and also instructor with the REIC, and also with NAR, I teach a CIPS, Certified International Property Specialist, and I have a global connection around the world. If you are looking to buy a property anywhere in the world, you can call my office, 905-785-9923. I will direct you to the person who's qualified to assist you because I have a global network. So this is same thing applies here. When you want to buy a property, you want to select the location, you want to look and see what's the vacancy rate in that area, how much investment that you have, you can invest, what you can bargain, and get a comparative market analysis to see whether you can afford those things, and also contingency funds you have to carry you in case there is a vacancy, because under these circumstances either people buy it, if they don't buy it they will rent it, rent is gone out high, and this is a perfect place timing to invest in real estate if you want to buy a property, because there is opportunities now, and somebody has a challenge and you have the opportunity. Only people, it has to be a very financially thought process and decision making process where you are educated about what's going on. So it's very important to hire a real estate professional, sit down and talk and explain what your intents are, because when you put that thing in BRA or buyer representation agreement or designated buyer representation agreement, you define that what you want, put it in there, and by putting that there you are saving time to the real estate professional and also consumer. So you are target area that you want to buy a property, you are focused on that area, and then you look at the details. Obviously trend is where the property has been, how property value has increased since it was built in the neighborhood, for the specific property on the street or in a community. You know, Toronto Regional Real Estate Board has a data very clear, regional data, city data, and obviously overall data that we share with you. But the most important thing is you want to have a current data, because MLS data will show you what is being sold after an ending period. Whereas real estate is selling every moment. Buying, more listings are coming, more listings are selling. So when you hire a real estate professional, they will check the up-to-date data and to make sure that you have a current and up-to-date information when you are engaging with a real estate professional. And this is very important when you are investing in real estate. Even you are buying it for your home, it's an investment. This is the only saving you and me going to have, having a home. And this is important. I encourage people to take, if you are paying rent to somebody else and paying their mortgage, why don't you take that chance if you qualify? And most important thing is maintain your credibility. Make sure you don't stretch yourself, don't do any extra expenses, and use minimum your credit. Because what happens, a lot of people get too many cards, and that funds that they will need to buy a house is tied up with a credit bureau, because they will be rated you, they will score you. So if you don't need that, cut down your limit of the credit cards or Home Depot card, other card, so you have a more freedom to buy a bigger home, or threshold is high so you can qualify for more money. And this is very important, very commonly. And also be diligent and be responsible to pay your bills. If you have a credit card, if you don't pay, it's going to show up on your credit report, and it's going to affect your score. And when you have a repeat credibility issue, or you have non-payment, when you make a commitment and you don't pay, it's going to hurt your credibility to acquire a home. And this is very common practice when people are not paying attention. So make a list, create Excel sheet, show the account, type of lender that you have, you owe money, Visa, MasterCard, whatever, and put the amount and maintain that, how much is the minimum payment and when is the next due payment. And also make sure that you are paying on time and also create a budget. This is very important to manage your budget. So we're going to take a short break and we'll come back after the break. You're watching Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Ent.
अगर आपको दुबई या मिडल ईस्ट नुमा जेवरात की तलाश है तो आपको दूर जाने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं। आज ही हमारे मिसिसागा रिजवे स्टोर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स। हमारे पास सोने के बेहतरीन कंगन, कड़े, झुमके, हार और सोने के सेट्स भी दस्तयाब हैं। शादी हो या मेहंदी या कोई भी फंक्शन, आपकी पसंद के तमाम जेवरात आपको हमारे स्टोर में मौजूद मिलेंगे। आज ही हमारे स्टोर पर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, 3465 प्लैटिनम ड्राइव, यूनिट 99, मिसिसागा, या फिर कॉल करें 905-828-0009। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, फरमाइश आपकी, गारंटी हमारी।
डिक्सी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस, जहां आपकी तमाम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस की जरूरियात पूरी होंगी। हमारे पास आपको हर टॉप ब्रांड मौजूद मिलेगा, चाहे वो वर्लपूल हो या एलजी, सैमसंग हो या जनरल इलेक्ट्रिक्स। हम इन सब के ऑथराइज्ड डीलर हैं। आइए और हमसे 5 स्टार खिदमत का लुत्फ उठाइए। हम आपको तमाम अप्लायंसेस सबसे बेहतर और सस्ते दामों पर फराहम करेंगे, ये हमारी गारंटी है। विजिट आवर वेबसाइट www.dixieelectronics.ca या फिर हमें कॉल कीजिए 905-625-5900. At Dixie Electronics and Appliances, we sell quality and deliver confidence.
HK Movers, home, offices, apartments and delivery, big or small, we move it all.
HK Movers.
Local and long distance, we also ship cars, Keller transport and moving services.
For service with a smile, give us a call.
Call Mr. Harminder 416-524-6704.
416-524-6704 पे.
Visit 140 Advance Boulevard, Unit number 10, Brampton.
Long distance moving specialist.
HK Movers. HK Movers.
Today, more than 10 million people worldwide are living with Parkinson's disease, a relentless neurological condition that affects their movement, their thinking, and every aspect of their life. Every 6 minutes, someone somewhere in the world hears the life-changing words, "You have Parkinson's." This diagnosis forever alters not only their life, but also the lives of their families. But the challenges of Parkinson's go far beyond the physical symptoms. For millions, the cost of treatment is simply unaffordable. Imagine being forced to choose between managing your illness and feeding your children. This is the harsh reality for many. Especially in low-income countries, the situation is devastating. Millions are left untreated, their symptoms worsening with every passing day. For some, the cost of a single bottle of medication is more than their entire monthly income. There is no cure for Parkinson's. But there is hope. Organizations like the World Parkinson's Program are stepping in where the system falls short, providing life-saving medication, mobility aids, and education to those who would otherwise go without. But this hope depends on you. For just $40 a month, you can provide life-changing medication to a Parkinson's patient, giving them the strength to face another day.
Thank you, World Parkinson Program, and continues to help all persons with Parkinson in Africa. Thank you.
Visit the World Parkinson's Program website today. Be the reason someone with Parkinson's can take their next step.
Think you're all set? Think again. Imagine this. You've got a great house, a loving family, and everything's smooth sailing. But have you thought of one most important thing, protecting your loved ones? Life's uncertainty can strike any time. Accidents, illnesses, or worse. Have you ever thought what happens to your family's future then? Who will cover the bills, the mortgage, or your kids' education? At Expert Financial Services, we specialize in safeguarding families just like yours. We offer a range of insurance policies tailored to your unique needs, from term life and whole life to critical illness and disability insurance. Taking out an insurance policy when you're young is surprisingly affordable. Don't wait for the unexpected to happen. Act now. Call Expert Financial Services at 647-838-1952 for a free no-obligation quote. Remember, no medical required in some cases. Senior policy and die counts available. Protect your family's future today. As little as $1 a day can bring you peace of mind. Call now 647-838-1952. Expert Financial Services.
Good evening and welcome to Realty Coffee Talk and Awaz Ent in Canada around the world. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm a fellow of Royal Institute of Canada, broker of record for City Pro Realty Inc. We were talking about, is it a good time to invest in real estate? Time in the market. There are a couple of things. How much time you spend to search a property along with your broker or agent. How long the property has been in the market. The most importantly is that if property stays too long, there could be some reason. And sometime, if it's a property that requires TLC, we call tender loving care, that means they need to be renovated, there's a great opportunity for that. And we have been helping some other client on the same topic. Because if you're going to buy it and you're going to live in there, and it's a good sized property and needs some renovation, maybe it's an opportunity for you. Also, you look at the report when you talk to the realtor, and we can tell you how long a property is in the market and how many times it has been listed. So you are able to see this is the right property for you to buy. Because when you buy a property that requires renovation, you need to have extra money for that. And those are the opportunities. Not everybody can afford it. People will buy the property if they can finance it, but they don't have any money left after closing. Therefore, they will buy the property and they will not have money to renovate. So, or the people who have renovation expertise, skills, contractor, or even skilled man, they can take advantage of that. The most significant impact was in the past year and a half, 2 years, was interest rate hike, affordability. It appears that because of trade war was going on, it's going to have economic instability. And right now, it's going to be risky as well as opportunity. Because of employment, people are a little bit held up with the current economic and trade war, what's going on in the marketplace. They are holding around their decision to buy a property. And because of this, it created economic instability. I think there was an episode on that. I did that. So when there is uncertainty in the marketplace, it takes away the momentum and excitement from the home buyers, first-time home buyers, or even the existing one, to downside or upgrade. But you look at that, I see this, there is a tremendous potential now, because this appears to be a buyer market, and you can bargain something that you want. Obviously, it has an impact, but you be financially strong and planned, and you know that you have a contingency funds for repair and also renting the property if you're renting it, and you are prepared to renovate if necessary, and you want to move in. You must be paying a rent. And this, I can tell you, the interest rate will go down. In June, I'm expecting at least 1/4 to 0.5% because of what's going on in the marketplace. So this could be opportunity for you. And you always understand the process. buying and selling, create a budget. Work with me or anybody in our office. Our office is 905-785-9923. We sit down, you will strategize. We are your partners and we help you, guide you to achieve a success because we deliver value through service. So it's very, very important for you to know we do pros and cons after calculation of estimated value of a property when you're buying or selling. And we always sit down and look at why you want to sell and why you want to buy. What is your goal? What you want to achieve? Is it wise to do that now? Sometimes you go there, give them a sincere advice because our fiduciary duty is to protect our client. Sometimes I come home without listing. You know why? Because it's not a good time for them to buy what they want to achieve. And you have to be sincere, professional, honest with them. And sometimes you go there for a discussion to sign a listing and they end up listing and buying and selling both. And you have a RICO guide you have already sent them. And this is also important for all of you to remember. When you are engaging with real estate professionals, give them your full name and give them your email. They send you RICO information guide. RICO is the regulator that regulates real estate profession in the province of Ontario. So read that 13 pages of guide and then call the agent or agent will call you to explain you this. Why the regulator created this flyer for us. So it educates you that we have no more choice. We cannot give you opinion. We cannot give you advice or comment other than the general information. We cannot book a showing for your house. That's a service unless you are a client. And this is very, very important for you to understand. So now we, as a real estate professional, have always identified few investment opportunities. Since you know that I am a licensed builder, I also work on projects, sites, and development sites. If any investor is watching our program, if they are looking to invest on a project, and we have site, they are site plan approved, some are pending building permit, and all across Ontario, we can help you to invest and we guide you through the process of acquiring the property, and then our other team will deal with the development side where you want to develop it because there are complexity. You cannot build a home unless you are controlling the activity. You must be licensed with the Housing Construction Regulatory Authority, HCRA. And Tixer Construction Inc., I'm the founder. We are licensed as a vendor and builder, and license number is B63247. You can go to hcraontario.ca and you can check it out, our name. You will find that we're licensed. And this is also very, very important for all of you when you are talking about legal basement apartment or second dwelling unit or additional dwelling unit or garden suite. We have all. You can call my office and we are taking registered. It all depends whether you want to buy a prefab or you want a custom build to match your exterior of your house. We have that. We are able to help you. So now you have a choice. You can give me a call, 416-451-3489, or you call our Awaz Entertainment, ask question. You can watch our episode. We have more than 490 episodes on realtycoffeetalk.com, or you can go to YouTube at the rate of Realty Coffee Talk and subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch these programs. They are for you to increase awareness to building consumer confidence in real estate, mortgage financing, and building a new home that requires 10-year warranty. So I hope that today's episode was good enough for you. If you have any question, you can always call my office, 905-785-9923. More than happy to help you. We'll see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye for now. May God bless you all. May God bless Canada. Bye for now.